My name is Tim Paul Weiner. I'm a bass player and composer, and my group is the Evoke Ensemble. The Evoke Ensemble, well, it's kind of something I had in my mind for a long time, and it just took the right amount of people to inspire me to get the music out. So I mean, I'm always constantly writing, but when I finally found some musicians that had kind of the same vibe as me, it all came together. So what I wanted to create with this album is I didn't want to create a bass album. You know what I mean? So, you know, I love choppy bass players. I love them. It's something that I just can't do. I love chops. I have some chops, but I focus more on the musicians and the music and the songs in this. So there's not a whole lot of technique, so it's not like you're, a slap fest or a chops fest. It's more like something you put on in the background, and the Evoke Ensemble, it's supposed to evoke something from you. So a lot of my writing doesn't come from chops, it doesn't come from speed or dexterity. It actually comes from chords and how they work together and how the melody is superimposed over those chords. A lot of my influences are not bass players. I mean, Miles Davis is probably my biggest influence. His aesthetic, his obviously his chameleon-like qualities. He's the best hard bop jazz trumpeter, and then he's like, screw it, I'm gonna be like the nastiest funk guy. I might have electric musicians, and I like all that aspects. I mean, I studied jazz, I studied bass, I studied all types of music, but I think I was drawn to like the visceral quality of Miles, like just the no holds barred. I mean, I take some of that and like to put it into my music, but again, my music it comes from so many different things. Miles is a big part of it, I think. Just his whole creative flow, his taking chances, but mostly his electric stuff. Sometimes I'll sit at the piano, hear some chords, hear a melody. Sometimes it starts off with a bass groove. Sometimes I'll hear a great drummer. Sometimes I'll hear a wonderful song, a great melody, some interesting harmony. It comes from so many different places. Everything on my album came from a completely different place. So, and even like, what's funny is like some of the initial melodies never changed. Like even though it took like a couple years for them to materialize, the melodies are kind of still there. So I guess melodically it's very important to me. Well, we recorded it in Weymouth, Mass. It was a long process because when you play with good players, it's hard to get everybody in the same room at one time. So it took a little longer than I anticipated, but I think it was really good in the end because it came out exactly like I wanted to. I mean, honestly, there's nothing I would do different. So, and it's a moment in time, man. It's all that stuff came together, and the players, my favorite people in the world are on the album, and it all came together.